Today we're doing 11.5, find function values. And if you notice in different colors here, I have different functions. What makes a function is this part right here. F of x is a function. F of x, g of x, h of x, and here j of x, you could actually replace y in here. So this right here could be y equals 3x minus 4, and y equals x plus 1, and y equals x minus 3, and y equals 4x minus 2. What makes it different is that they're talking it in terms of a function. However, I know you're used to seeing y equals mx plus b equations. These are all the same meaning. It's just we're now going to transfer it into function form. So when you look here at my first example, it says h of 4. And so what that notation means is that you're going to look at the h function. The h function is right here in blue. Then you look at the 4. What does that 4 mean? Well, you see how you have h of x? So that instead of an x, they have put a 4. That means that you are going to plug in 4 for x, or that x equals 4. So I'm going to have x equals 4, and I'm going to use x minus 3 equation. So it's going to be 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. So that means that h of 4 equals 1. So when x is 4, the y part is 1. So you can also think of this as a coordinate point. This is the coordinate point 4, 1. This is just how you write it in function form. Let's look at b. b is f of 7, so plus 2. So f of 7 plus 2. So let's just look at the f of 7. We are obviously going to look at the f of x equation because it has an f. So we're looking here. Since there's a 7 here, that means that we are going to have x equaling 7. And we are going to plug that in. And so we have 3x minus 4 is the f of 7 equation here. So we have 3 times 7 minus 4. 3 times 7 is 21. Move this up. And 21 minus 4 is 17. And so that's what the f of 7 equation is. But if you notice, you still have a plus 2. So we have to add plus 2 here. And we'll have 17 plus 2, which is 19. So f of 7 plus 2 is 19. Let's look at c. c is negative 8 times f of 2. So again, we're going to look at the f of x equation. And so you would need to look up here, and our f of x equation is 3x minus 4. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in. It's negative 8 times 3x minus 4. And so since it's 2, that means that x equals 2. So we're going to have negative 8 times 3 times 2 minus 4. So I have negative 8 times, be careful with your order of operations, 3 times 2 is 6 minus 4. Now, you want to do this first before, you want to simplify your f of 2 equation first before you multiply it by the negative 8. Just because you have to solve that whole function first before you can apply anything that is on the outside of the function. So in this case, we have a negative 8. Just like here, I finished the whole entire problem with the f of 7 first, and I got 17, and then I added 2. So here I'm going to figure out what f of 2 is, and once I have that, which is 6 minus 4, which is 2, then I can multiply negative 8 times 2, which is negative 16. We have one more example here. we have f of negative 4 minus g of 4. So here we have two functions. So we know that f of x is 3x minus 4, and again, I'm getting these from the top. And g of x was x plus 1. So here I know for my f equation that we are going to plug in negative 4 for x, and then for my g equation we're going to plug in 4 for x. And I'm just going to highlight what I plugged in here in blue. Okay, so I'm going to solve everything that I can on the left first. So I have negative 3 times negative 4 is negative 12 minus 4. Negative 12 minus 4 is negative 16. So I finished my f of negative 4 equation. Got to bring down that negative sign here. And now I'll do the g of 4 equation, which is 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. And I have finished the g of 4 equation. So now I can simplify them together. Negative 16 minus 5 is negative 21. So what does that mean? That means that this whole thing, when you subtract it, is negative 21. Our last example here is a graph. It says use the graph below to solve the problem. What is the value of f of 6? Okay, so f of 6. Remember, this is like a coordinate point. We have x equaling 6. It wants you to know what y is when x is 6. So we have to look. We're going to find the x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have to find where that point is at 6. Well, it's up here at, well, let's count. It's going to be at this one right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you are over 6, it is at 6. So I can plug that in. And that means that f of 6 equals 6.